Hey everyone, this is शाहिद इकबाल with रंग फिल्म फेस्टिवल डे 2। बहुत सारी फिल्में हैं, एक एक का नाम बताना मेरे लिए बहुत मुश्किल है, लेकिन एक फिल्म है जो मेरे दिमाग में अटक गई है और उसका नाम है स्टॉल्ड। तो वो फिल्म जो है वो मेरे दिमाग में स्टॉल्ड हो गई है। तो आज उसके साथ उसके जो एक्टर है फैज़ान शेख, वो ख़ास तौर पे एलए से फ्लाई करके आए, आज सुबह ही आए। मैंने आपको अपना लगेज खसीदते हुए देखा है। एग्जैक्टली। सो लेट्स गेट down and dirty with stalled.
Do it.
First, tell me, is it inspired by real life?
It's not. So it was actually written by Shahryar Hassan, who is the writer, and it was an AFI project. He was a student, it was his thesis project. So it was not really inspired by a true story.
क्योंकि जो हमारी फैमिलीज होती हैं, वो
उसमें
ऐसा
कुछ
लगता
हाँ,
है।
उसमें कुछ बिट्स ऐसे थे जो कि एहसन ने लिखे,
हाँ,
जो कि जोक्स थे जो उसकी फैमिली करती थी.
हाँ,
You know,
right,
there's a joke about Nintendo and PS4 if you
right,
remember.
right, right.
It's a like I actually asked Asa like sorry Shahryar like hey like did your mother? He was like yeah they used to say this
Yeah.
like don't play Nintendo. He's like no it's PS4 not Nintendo. So those jokes were real. I think the whole premise of mental health was maybe kind of real, but it was mostly fiction.
हाँ, मतलब हमारे यहाँ तो बस कह देते ना, पागल है, पागल हो गया है,
Exactly.
या पगला गया है, इससे इससे क्या बात करना। तो ये बताओ कि ये तो शॉर्ट फिल्म थी, ठीक है ना? मुझे भी आई थिंक उस शॉर्ट फिल्म के बाद बाद ही पता चला। आई थिंक इस रंग फिल्म फेस्टिवल का आइडिया ये है कि जो इतने सारे पाकिस्तानी इतनी इतनी जगहों पे इतने इतने प्रोजेक्ट कर रहे हैं, उनके बारे में पता क्यों नहीं होता, ठीक है ना? तो हम लोग तो इस मिशन पे हैं
Right.
कि अगर आपने उंगली भी उठाई है तो हम आपको रिकग्नाइज करेंगे,
Thank you.
बिकॉज
Appreciate it.
क्योंकि वरना और जगहें नहीं मिलती ना, और प्लेटफॉर्म्स नहीं मिलते। तो थोड़ा सा हमारी ऑडियंसेस को बताओ कि फैज़ान शेख ने कहाँ से शुरू किया, कैसे स्टॉल तक पहुंचा, और फिर आगे क्या प्लान्स हैं?
So originally from Pakistan, Lahore, I came to very interesting story. I came to US to New York City right after 9/11
ओह वाओ,
in October 2001.
ओह वाओ।
Yeah, so we migrated, my whole family and I, we were supposed to come in September actually, but 9/11 happened and then we came to US and I actually studied computer science. So that was, um, that was kind of what my parents wanted me to do. And I enjoy, I still do work full time. I have a job. I work in AI right now as a data scientist. Yeah. So I've done, so I went to Polytech, which is part of NYU.
Oh, so that explains your friend over there who is
Yes,
also a data
exactly. So
scientist.
we work together.
So bunch of data scientists who just want to be actors too.
Exactly. Exactly. So study ki wahan pe, lekin when I was in school, I had this teacher, and I was really growing up. I loved Bollywood, right? I loved Shah Rukh Khan, just like so many other people, right? So I was fascinated by Shah Rukh Khan, and I wanted to be Shah Rukh Khan, growing up. So school में एक South Asian community होती थी, उनके functions होते थे. I used to dance. I am a hip hop dancer also. I do pop lock and hip hop. So I used to
It's like
do.
पूछने की देर है, हैं?
So I used to dance in the school in these, and then one of my teachers said, "Hey, you want to take this documentary class?" And I was like, "Okay, what do you? Yeah,
Yeah,
sure. I'll
yeah, yeah,
as an optional."
right.
I was like, "Okay." So I took the class, and in the beginning, I wanted to make a boring documentary, and my teacher was like, "No, do not give me boring documentary. Tell me what you love." And I was like, "I love Bollywood. I want to be a Bollywood star." And then he was like, okay, make a documentary how you become a Bollywood star.
Yeah,
So I
there you
actually
go.
made a spoof of Bollywood, and that
Yeah,
was my class project.
wow.
And there were 500, mostly Indian students who watched it. It was spoof, Shah Rukh Khan spoof and Salman Khan spoof, and people laughed and loved it. And I was like, oh, this is what I need to do. This is, but again, life turns around, and then I started working. I actually worked in an investment bank in New York in 2007-8 during the housing crisis.
Oh, so now we know who to blame.
Yes,
No.
exactly. No, seriously, I was part of the credit derivative team in middle office. Um, but at that time, I was also working on a film about dance because
Mm,
I always loved dance.
mm,
And one thing I feel like not mostly Indians, but Pakistanis do look at dance as taboo almost, right?
हाँ
Like
वो
शादी में कर लो कोई बात नहीं,
नहीं नहीं नहीं
any
हाँ
profession में
एग्जैक्टली इतनी
right?
इतनी वेरिएशंस बनाई हुई हैं हम लोगों ने
Exactly.
एग्जैक्टली
So मेरा ये था कि I wanted to make a film about dance and how dance help people. So I started doing research on Parkinson's disease and
हाँ
how dance actually help people who have Parkinson.
वाओ
So
आई
I made a
नेवर न्यू
document.
दैट
Yeah.
या
It basically, if they have tremor and they start dancing, their tremor goes away. So I made a documentary, then I made a fiction film out of it, and it went to 25 film festivals. So that was my first film as a producer, and I directed it too and acted. And then 7 years ago, I moved to LA, and I realized I was studying these, amazing big actors like Meryl Streep and looking their history and Daniel Day Lewis, and I realized they went to theater, they did a lot of training, and I had no training. अगर किसी ने साइंटिस्ट बनना है तो वो साइंस के स्कूल जाता है, राइट?
बिल्कुल
किसी ने डॉक्टर बनना है, they go to doctor school,
राइट
right? Like
मेडिकल
med school,
कॉलेज
right?
या
Doctor school, exactly. Um, but if someone wants to be an actor, they're like, oh yeah, put a camera, I'm an actor, I can read lines. But that's not a lot of these actors do, right? They do go through.
absolutely
So I went through 2.5 rigorous training as an actor. So did that for 2.5 years, studied different techniques, and then I started auditioning and started working. And Stall was one of the films which, funny enough, I did not apply. It was a Facebook ad. Shahryar put a Facebook ad saying, I need this because he was so there were a lot of Indians who could play, but he really wanted a Pakistani to
yeah
play it.
yeah
And I'm
yeah
so
yeah yeah
thankful to Shahryar to do that
yeah
because he was trying to find an actor, but he couldn't find a Pakistani actor.
वो जो वेरिएशंस तो होती हैं ना जो
Right,
जो
right,
कल्चरल नुआंसेस हैं जो
right.
बात करने का अंदाज है जो कॉन्टेक्स्ट है जो बैकग्राउंड है वो तो नहीं मिल सकता मतलब मैं बहुत ज़्यादा भी हिंदुस्तानी उर्दू बोल लूँ तो मैं नहीं जानता मुंबई के बारे में दिल्ली के बारे में राइट
Exactly.
तो आई थिंक इट्स वाइस वर्सा
I think it can, if as an actor, right? There's a whole discussion now. Okay, if you're this, can you play this?
हाँ
I'm one of those
अब
people.
मुझे वो समझ में नहीं आता कि वो ऐसा करते क्यों हैं यू नो दैट्स मे बी अ लॉन्गर टॉपिक इन
Discussion.
डिस्कशन
But
बट
quickly, I want to say, like, as an actor, it's if if I'm told, like, I actually played an Italian guy once, where my script was half in Italian. I had to study Italian in the accent. It's for us actors, it's gold if we're playing something which is totally different than
totally
this, right?
different yeah
But I think for this stalled because Shahryar is Pakistani American and he really wanted a Pakistani American to play the role. So, I was cast. It's it's a film about mental health and the peer pressure and also the pressure from our families, especially
and
parents.
the character is a med student right
Yeah, medical student.
yeah
He's
yeah
a dropout.
yeah
He
yeah
doesn't know how to explain this that he's dropout to
yeah
his parents,
yeah
and parents are basically arguing like, "Hey, you need a job. You need to get a job.
yeah
Stop playing video games. Stop
yeah
doing this and that." Some of it I agree.
yeah
Now I'm getting older. I'm like, yeah, it's true.
yeah it's true it's
But
true
but the whole idea is this guy, which we don't explain it in the movie, but he's bipolar.
Hmm.
So he's on meds. He's going through mental health issues, and he just wants to be heard.
right
And that's
right
the whole story.
that
It's a
that is the
beautiful
whole story
story.
yeah
So yeah, I was
absolutely
blessed, alhamdulillah, that I was chosen to play the character. It got onto PBS. It's on PBS right
there
now.
you go yeah
Alhamdulillah. We went to
yeah
other film festivals.
right right
So
bro
alhamdulillah, it's been good. Yeah,
good well all the best to you
definitely.
I often say in these interviews that time is the only enemy so we wish you all the best
Thank you. Thank you so
and
much for having me.
no thank
I'm
you for
so
coming
blessed to be here. No,
yeah
seriously.
thank
Shahid
you
bhai, thank you
thank you
so much. Allah
thank you
bless you.
absolutely thank you very much
Thank you.
thanks